In 2013, BMW did something radical. They launched an all-electric, carbon fiber-bodied city car, futuristic, sustainable, and unlike anything else on the road.
BMW Kingston is proud to announce that we are your official BMW i-dealer for Kingston and the surrounding area.
The BMW i3 was ahead of its time and also out of place. A decade later, the i3 is gone. So how did this groundbreaking EV become one of BMW's biggest misfires? This is the story of ambition, innovation, and a car that flew too close to the sun. BMW has always been about performance, luxury, and the ultimate driving machine. So when they entered the EV game, expectations were sky high. The i3 wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It had a carbon fiber reinforced plastic chassis, suicide doors, a minimalist, eco-conscious interior. It was bold, it was electric, and it was expensive. And by 2022, BMW killed it off. Why? The year was 2007. Tesla was just getting started, and EVs were still considered niche and impractical. But BMW saw the writing on the wall. Electric mobility was the future. In 2011, BMW launched its sub-brand, BMW i. This wasn't just about EVs, it was about rethinking cars from the ground up. The result? The BMW i3, launched in 2013, lightweight, zero emissions, quirky design, and priced at around $43,000 before incentives. BMW hoped to sell it to tech-savvy city dwellers, eco-conscious buyers, and urban commuters. The i3 wasn't just another electric car, it was engineering art, the first mass-produced car of its kind. Rear-wheel drive, interior made of recycled materials, eucalyptus wood, and wool. A turning radius so tight it felt like a golf cart on steroids. Specs, initial model, 22 kilowatt-hour battery, later increased to 33 and then 42 kilowatt-hours. 81 to 153 miles range, depending on version, optional range extender, a tiny gasoline engine to reduce range anxiety. So what went wrong? The reviews were mixed. Auto journalists praised its innovation. Owners loved the instant torque, the zippy feel, and unique design. But the average BMW customer, they were confused. This didn't look or feel like a 3 Series or an X5. It looked weird, and it didn't scream luxury. Meanwhile, Tesla was offering the Model S, sleek, fast, and with way more range. Design-wise, the i3 stood out, but standing out isn't always a good thing. Problems, too narrow and tall, made it feel unstable on highways, tiny cargo space, no proper 5-seater version, complicated doors, rear passengers needed the front door open to exit, high price tag for a small car. Plus, when other EVs started offering better range and traditional looks, the i3 started to feel dated. Fast. Range was the Achilles heel. The i3's early models had less than 100 miles of real-world range. Even with the range extender, it struggled to compete with newer models like Chevy Bolt, 238 miles, Tesla Model 3, 220 to 310 miles. BMW did upgrade the battery several times, but it always felt like catch-up, and by the time they improved range, buyers had already moved on. Sales never hit BMW's targets. In total, about 250,000 units were sold globally over 9 years. Respectable, but underwhelming for BMW. BMW tried to market the i3 as a premium city car. But the truth, it was too weird for luxury buyers, too pricey for mass market buyers, and too compromised for EV purists. It fell into the worst possible category, a niche product with no clear target. And in the US, where bigger cars dominate, the i3 barely made a dent. So, was the BMW i3 a failure? Technically, yes. It didn't reshape the EV market like Tesla did. It didn't become the Prius of BMW's future. But the i3 taught BMW valuable lessons: battery management, lightweight construction, EV drivetrain, tuning sustainability in manufacturing, and it paved the way for today's BMW i4, iX, and even the upcoming Neue Klasse models. BMW took the i3's DNA and evolved. The i3 was a moonshot, a concept car that actually made it to the streets. But the world wasn't ready, and BMW wasn't ready to commit. It's a lesson in how even the boldest innovation needs timing, audience, and support. Was the BMW i3 a misunderstood genius, or a flawed idea from the start? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoy deep dives into the most fascinating car failures in history, hit that subscribe button and buckle up for the next one.